was growing up in Pasadena with my 3 brothers and 3 sisters, it seemed like I got a spanking every other day. Except we called them whippings. It was a spanking if Mom hit you with her hand on the rear end, but it was a whipping if she used a belt or something, and she usually used a belt. It was a big plastic one normally if we were home, and it made more noise than it actually hurt. But I got a lot of spankings. In fact, sometimes I think she just traded off between me and Dennis. She might come in one day and say, hey, which one of you did I give a whipping to yesterday? And I'd raise my hand, me. And so she'd say, okay, Dennis, it's your turn. I'm exaggerating that a little bit because it's kind of silly, but we got a lot of spankings in church. I don't know how many times I got dragged out and spanked for doing nothing more than laughing. Me and Dennis laughing in church, and you get spanked for laughing. I never understood that. I really did. I'm kind of exaggerating here, but I do not know the exact date or anything about when I no longer got a spanking. I think me and Dennis just looked at each other one day and said, hey, who's the last whipping you got? I don't know. We hadn't got any in a long time, and eventually we got too old. Mom still told us what to do, and we did it. She just didn't spank us. She just make us feel like she was disappointed in us, and that was enough for us when we were a little older. You know, I don't miss the spankings at all, but I still definitely get disciplined in life. We all do, particularly children of God. Followers of Jesus, and I know that for a fact because of personal experience. I can remember a time when many years ago when I just completely was a mess. I messed up and I didn't like the way things were going, and it was terrible. And I can remember praying to God saying, look, this is terrible. You said in Matthew 7, ask and you'll receive, seek and you'll find, knock and the door will be open. Well, this isn't what I asked for. This is definitely not what I'm looking for, and I'm not knocking on this door. Why is this happening? And it just kept happening, and I was beginning to, I was really past questioning God. I just thought this is not right. And I was at my wit's end, and I grabbed the Bible, and I just did the old open it anywhere and read it. But I opened it close to the end of the Bible, and you may not believe this. This is true as it can be. I opened my Bible to Hebrews 12, and I started reading there in verse 6. Can you believe this? And here's what it said. The Lord disciplines those he loves, and he punishes everyone he accepts as his child. So hold on through your sufferings, because they are like a father's discipline. God is treating you as children. All children are disciplined by their fathers. If you're never disciplined, you are not true children. We have all had fathers here on earth who disciplined us, and we respected them. So it is even more important that we accept discipline from the Father of our spirits, so we will have life. Our fathers on earth disciplined us for a short time in the way they thought was best, but God disciplines us to help us so we can become holy as He. We do not enjoy being disciplined. It is painful at the time, but later, after we have learned from it, we have peace because we start living in the right way. That was so true. I shut the book and I was crying and I prayed some more, and things, it wasn't instant like, you know, God didn't speak to me from the air or anything like that, but things began getting better and better. And whenever I started looking at it like, you're trying to tell me something, aren't you? And it just reminded me of, you know, Peter. He was disciplined by God. He was proud as all get out. You know, nobody's going to deny you. Even though all of these do, I'll fight to the death. And Jesus, you might recall, told him, Peter, Simon, Simon, Satan is asked to sift you like wheat. I think he was talking about all the disciples. He's asked to sift you like wheat. And he said, but I've prayed for you that you won't lose your faith. But he said, after you fall away, knowing that you're going to fall away, when you come back, you take care of these. Peter was disciplined because of his pride, and I was too because of my stupid pride and my selfishness. It was just me, and that was God's way of dealing with it. It wasn't fun at all, but when I think of life, I think of the 23rd Psalm when he said, I will lead you in the paths of righteousness for my name's sake. How does he lead you in the paths of righteousness when you step off and you're not in righteousness? I mean, you're wandering out there and he sees you, you're his child. He disciplines you to get you back on track, and he has done that to me so many times in life. I don't know what any of you are facing out there now, but I know this: whatever's happened to you has not gone unnoticed by God. He knows what's happening to you. Satan has asked, he's got to go through God to really do stuff to us, and God allows it for our discipline. If we can just look at it that way, I think it'll help us to bear up. I know it did me. I hope this helps you. Next time we'll have another encouraging word. Thank you so much for listening.